Hi everyone, thank you for joining me this afternoon. It's another very quick one and we're having a look at the lack of curvature again around the United Kingdom. I'd like to say a quick thank you as well to OBS Studio, which is the free software that we're putting this together on. And today we're going to be looking from Blackpool in the northwest of the UK over towards the Isle of Man. And going to give you the distances very quickly. From Blackpool to the Isle of Man is 54 nautical miles or 62 miles, and the maximum height of the Isle of Man is 2,037 feet. Now I'm going to take us to davidsenesac.com and come quickly down to the calculations, and at 60 miles 2,037 feet should be under a curve of 350 feet, 2380, so it should be under 350 feet of curvature. Now before we get to the Isle of Man, there is a wind farm around here, and the position exactly of that wind farm, just to confirm that, is within the 12-mile territorial water limit of the Isle of Man, and the height of the turbines is 222 metres, and at 50 miles offshore, 222 metres, 700 feet-ish. Everyone agree with that? It's about 700 feet. Should be then 50 miles offshore, 1650, about 900 feet, 950 feet obscured by curvature. Okay, now I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what I found on the pictures page of Google, because anyone can do this. I was looking, thinking there probably be pictures of the lighthouses you might be able to see at night time from the mainland, but as you scroll down just a little bit, you'll notice that straight away we get pictures from the mainland of the Isle of Man and the wind farm in front of it. And these are by no means a one-off. There are loads of these, and in fact quite a lot of these come from a local tourist board site, which I'll take us to in a minute. And I just want to bring this down to a couple of images here. There we are. Okay, these two here, quite clearly we can see the Isle of Man here, we can see these in front, and I'm just going to illustrate that point by showing you a couple of pictures that I've downloaded so I can zoom them for you. These are the turbines, 222 metres, 700 feet tall. They should be obscured by a curve of 1,650 feet, giving a difference of 900 feet. These should be 900 feet below the horizon. 900 feet below the horizon. Okay, this shouldn't be visible at all. The tallest point on the Isle of Man should be 350 feet underneath the horizon, and quite clearly we can see most of the Isle of Man here. Though it's not the only picture by any means, you can find loads of these online. This one here shows the entire wind farm. Again, these should be obscured here by a further curve of 900 feet on top of them, giving a total height of 1650, 50 miles away, and none of this island should be visible at all, and it should be at the least 350 feet below the horizon. That's its very highest point. As you can see, these aren't its highest points by any means. And I'm going to now take you quickly back to, as I said, a lot of these come from visitclevelands.co.uk, so we'll have a look at Visit Clevelands, the tourist board website for Clevelands town, and lots of tourists go there for the views across the water. So many, in fact, have now been asking awkward questions that when the conditions are right you can see the Isle of Man, but it's actually, like Chicago, an optical illusion. It's 100 kilometers away, but you can still see it in certain atmospheric conditions, which they will explain for us further down the page. However, I want to draw your attention to the images and just exactly how unique these atmospheric conditions are, because it happens in these conditions, and these conditions, and in these conditions, and those, and those, and these, etc., etc. They'll explain that for you later on. This is just a tourist board website. I've had to come up with an explanation because clearly lots of people ask them. Further to this, I came to Dave Reeves' video on YouTube. Who says you can't see the Isle of Man from Blackpool Promenade? At 700 feet, these should be under 1,650 feet of curvature, meaning that the horizon is 900 feet above them. Further than that, this giant ship here, which will give a height of, well, let's say it's 200 feet tall, given the most benefit of the doubt, at 50 miles away, it should be under 1,650 feet of curvature. And as Dave Reeves shows us on his video here, it quite clearly isn't. This is a zoom lens from the promenade in Blackpool, and promenade in Blackpool to the Isle of Man that's completely impossible. Now further to this, I've highlighted this dot here because this is Clough Pike, and a guy called Escher has recorded or rather has taken a photograph, which I'm going to draw our attention to on his Flickr page, and he's taken a picture from Clough Pike to the Snowdonia National Park via Blackpool. And here is his page, and let's go back to the top. So I've been reading through it. This is quite clearly Blackpool. This is Blackpool Tower. This is the Big One roller coaster at the end, and this is Snowdonia. Now the very highest point of Snowdonia is Mount Snowdon, and I'll show you the height on Mount Snowdon and where it is. The height of Mount Snowdon is 3,500 feet, just over, and that's right over here. This is 75, 80 miles away from where he's taken that picture. Let me just take you back to that so you can agree with me on that. All the way across to there. This is 70 miles to here. So we're now looking at in the region of 75 to 80 miles away. And at 80 miles away, as we can see between the two, it should either be just on the horizon or it should be 1,000 feet under the horizon, depending exactly where we are on there. And that's the very highest point of Snowdonia. And let's just come back to this picture. This isn't the highest point of Snowdonia. This is the whole of the edge of Snowdonia, as seen with the whole of the roller coaster, the whole of the tower, and the whole of Blackpool town from 75 miles away. And this drew some attention on Escher's site because he got a bit of a conversation going about it. People pointed out that, mate, that's 70 miles away. And some other people said that can't be possible, it must be somewhere else. And so, no, Bazza here, look, has lined it up, and he said, no, if you can see between the Blackpool Tower and the Pepsi Max, it's got to be Snowdonia. So they all then have a look and they say, yeah, I'm right, it is. Okay, and then they put it on to a Google Earth map for us to see. And if we come back onto here, we can see across there, it's quite happily, that is 75 miles over to there, or rather 70 miles here, and we should not be able to see any of that, because at 70 miles, we should be under 3,240 feet of curvature. And let's just have a look at this on the big picture. Over 3,000 feet of curvature obscures these mountains, which aren't 3,000 feet high. There's not really anything else to say. It's utterly obvious. Everywhere you look around the United Kingdom, it's flat. I've offered a reward on one of my videos if you can measure curvature around the United Kingdom, and there isn't any. And I'm just pointing it out again on this area here. Thanks very much for joining me today. And if you're going to leave a comment, please make it relevant to the video. And if you are one of these paid trolls, if YouTube flags you up as probable spam, your comments won't go on. Thanks very much.